what I really liked about this car, Eric, is not only does it handle well, it rides well. What were some of the key things that you did to really get that kind of balance between the two?
Well, as always, when you get more time with a platform like a Porsche 911, you develop, it just gets better every time. When we start from scratch, we're always learning anew. So this is another iteration of the LX platform, and we learn our lessons, like with the knockback mitigation. We learn more about the chassis and the architecture. I think one of the key enablers at SRT is we get really good tires and really good shocks. The Bilstein monotubes are excellent. I also have an excellent Bilstein shock engineer that I work with in tuning the cars. We do it really together. And we wanted this car to ride, to have a lot of ride in it and really not be as much like a Charger, because we're going to have people who aren't necessarily SRT people, really hardcore guys getting in it for this year. And then we also have to meet our obvious SRT handling targets, which are pretty difficult. But when you get really excellent monotube Bilstein dampers, we got our spring rates really well dialed in. We spent 2 years on this car tuning it. We had 4-door Charger mules we started with just after the auto show.
Explain what you mean by knockback mitigation.
Well, it's pretty common, and I'm a little mad at Ferrari because they're starting to brag about it too, even though we've already passed the first patent process. You're always going to get some flex in the bearing that takes the rotor and tilts it outboard when you go around a turn, and if you a high G turn, and especially with a big diameter rotor, it moves more. And with fixed calipers like our Brembo 4 pots, you end up pushing that outer pad in. You end up plunging the brake pistons a little bit, and what happens is you get a long pedal. It might feel a little like boil, but you're really just reseating the pads on the rotors. So we took a rain feature of the ESP system, which for the rain to wipe the rotors to push the pads in, we took that feature and modified it and called it knockback mitigation, because we're knocking the pistons back. And if it senses more than 0.6 of a G when you return back to straight ahead, it just runs the ABS pump real slow and just seats the pads again. So you get a nice high pedal the next time you go down to a turn. And I think it's funny that Porsche and Ferrari say that it's for a rain feature or it's to have faster acting brakes, but I think they're really compensating for knockback just like we are.
Well, good. Thanks much, all right?
Thank you.